viewers, welcome to another game. It's Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a random Smite game again. This is two ranked teams, well not actually teams, two teams of solo queue ranked players. And they are going to go up against each other. Only know two guys in this matchup, which is the Sun Wukong on the top team, the Kanye Live, or whatever his name is, and the bottom team I know the Vulcan, of course, Lobster. He is, or both of them are kind of the high level players that you see in all of these tournaments. So amazing that we can actually watch the replays once again, and hopefully the replay system will build out to be a system we can all enjoy and we can record our own matches on. So the match is starting. And we are going to go straight forward to when everyone has joined the game. So hopefully that will make a bit of a difference. Well, for me it makes a bit of a difference in the editing because it just looks better. Anyway, we are going to go for assisted mode, and we're going to start by watching. Let's go with Lobster. I like Vulcan, so might as well go with the guy. Oh, well, it's kind of annoying to go with the top team. Let's go with the bottom team. Maybe even directed mode? Directed mode it is. We're going for directed mode just for the fun of it. You can see the builds in the bottom. I'm not going to discuss any items. Of course I can, but really it should be obvious why people buy things, and if it's not obvious then, well, I'm not going to explain it to you. But most of the time it's very obvious. People either buy things because they get stronger from it, or they buy things because they want to counter their opponents if they're behind. But yeah, it's all pretty easy. So you can see two wards already being placed by the red team. Since this is a high level game, but with solo queue players, I'm not actually sure if it's going to be of any use. Of course, yeah, this ward is kind of a standard. So you want to see whether the sorry, the duo laners are going for that blue buff, or if they're going to try to steal this camp. And now they can see with this second ward that they are indeed going to come in. So this should be an easy steal. Yeah, they did pick that up. Blue team should also be able to pick up this, and that means that yeah, it's all good. I don't know whose ward this is. It seems to be a red ward as well. So here they placed down two wards, and even though nobody got caught, they could have accomplished the same thing by just looking around the corner. Yeah, just placing the one ward would have been the same effect. But yeah, I guess we might see a jungler come through here, but it's not very likely, especially not in the first 3 minutes of the game. Since this was actually placed before the game started, because we saw the Ares actually recall, it is going to be very unlikely that it makes any difference. Let's see the first blood at least. So yeah, just a good catch here by the bomb, the magma bomb. And of course this is why I wanted to get directed mode out there. I kind of wanted to discuss the wards a little bit. Yeah, wards are really good, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that some of the pro players kind of overdo it in the beginning of the game. And they put down a little bit too much for if you want to copy them. Obviously, they know that they're going to farm really, really well. Most of these pro players are really good at farming. And, well, that's exactly why they can afford to place all these wards. And it doesn't really matter too much, because, well, 50 gold for people who make like 10,000 gold is way less than people who only make like 3,000 gold in the same amount of time. And that is exactly what is the difference between normal players and these players. The ward placement is just something that kind of people think that either it's useless, which it definitely is never, and how do we miss this kill? So we have directed mode on, and we're watching this guy auto attack when there is indeed a kill happening in the mid lane. I don't know where it was, but here it is. It is just a simple combo. But yeah, so directed mode definitely not very useful then, if it's just going to show me auto attacking Vulcan. Yeah, it should show me all of these fights, and I don't really know why it's not doing that. So let's go to the assisted mode and just go with at least a little bit of control, so that I actually know that I have to pay attention. So let's go through all of the gold per minute and things like that. You can pause the video if you want to see it more thoroughly. In the meantime, we are going to go in here with the Thor ultimate, and it should be good here. Yep, they are going to pick up 1 kill for 1 kill. Yeah. So 2 for 1 so far, and are they going to be able to pick up this last kill? Nope, the last kill goes to Apollo, and Apollo is going to walk away from it. So even though it was a 3 versus 2, yeah, they came out not so much ahead. Very nicely played by Apollo, of course. He survived with barely any HP left, and that is pretty amazing. It is always amazing to see that. So Tyr, in the meantime, has his blink already, I'm assuming. I can't see what it is, but it has to be blink, right? Yeah, it seems to be level 1 only, so that is something he still needs to upgrade pretty quickly. And the Ares does not have his blink yet. Of course, Ares in the beginning does not need his blink yet. He is mainly there for the chains and the flame shield. Although the ultimate would be nice to, well, it would be nice once you have the ultimate to immediately be able to blink in and use that. It's not the most useful thing you can have, but yeah, it is definitely something worth having. So yeah, the Vulcan going really low, but not dying, so good on him. And we are going to just go back to our duo lane. I'm going back to duo lane normally because the chances of something happening are higher in the duo lane than in the other lanes. However, for the moment, that is not the case. For the moment, we are in the middle lane, or, well, people in the middle lane are closer, and therefore it's more likely that something will happen. So that's why I'm switching lanes. Obviously, I can't see everything that's going on. But yeah, we can see on the minimap who is near the enemy players, and then I can judge from that whether or not it's good to actually watch that. So yeah, very nicely done. They grouped up as 3 and got a very easy kill. They may actually get a second one, but no, I'm a monster being good enough to escape. And yeah, not going to hit that. But then Tyr goes in and actually almost kills her. But yeah, the escapability of our girlie there, a little bit too high. She is going to recall, and this Apollo gets shot a little bit. So yeah, he does have to recall from a little bit safer place, but at least he didn't get killed, right? So this tower almost down. It is well, 1 hit away from being well, downed, and there you go. The little bit of extra damage turns into actually a huge amount of extra damage. I did not expect that to happen. Of course, Vulcan has very good damage in mid and late game. In early game, it's kind of hard to combine everything because everything is at such high cooldowns. But yeah, once you reach like this stage, level 9 would be good. So kind of entering mid game, you can actually combo your skills a little bit better because the cooldowns go down. You have more mana, and yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can see that the 3 skills that he has are very combinable, assuming that you hit the grenade, or at least, well, make sure that you have control with the grenade, because well, if it pops someone back into your character, you can actually shotgun them very easily. And of course the turret is auto aim, so well, once you hit someone, no, it's always auto aim, I guess. But yeah, once you hit someone with the shotgun, of course the turret will follow up. And although the turret isn't very big damage at the moment, it still is a decent amount of damage, especially if someone takes multiple shots. It is definitely worth placing that down. It is an expensive piece of equipment, but yeah, most skills are pretty Wow, you missed that completely. Most skills are pretty expensive in the early game. Of course, in the late game, you should have no problems whatsoever with mana. And well, he's not having any mana problems for the moment. Stricat trying to do her best, and yeah, she should be able to pick up the towers pretty easily. But yeah, you can see here that if she gets shot by that grenade, then she takes a lot of damage because the follow-up is so easy. The follow-up from that the shotgun, and there you go once again. Is he going to land it? No, he used it to protect himself. And is it going to be good enough? It is going to be good enough for now. He does have to be very, very careful though. And oh, Tyr almost getting sniped by the tower that was still there. And oh my god, he blinked back in. I saw it happen, but the camera did not follow. Yeah, a little bit of an overextension from the very low health, well, Vulcan. And of course, when he has level 2 Blink now, when Blink comes off cooldown, he immediately uses that and just smacks his face. It's well, fairly impossible to react to that. So you need to see that coming. And of course, now we are going to go with Apollo, where he's still in the air, I'm assuming. Oh, he's coming down over here. So nothing happening. It seemed like a reasonable attempt. I think he was just checking out whether they were doing Gold Fury, because I don't think they have any wards on it. No, they do. They do not. There's a purple ward here. I'm not sure whose that is, because well, it should be either blue or red. So I guess both teams have one. No, it's of course it's ridiculous. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Anyway, sorry about that. Back to the game. We are yeah, wow, a very nice ultimate there from Scylla. Scylla, of course, not the greatest when it comes to escaping, but yeah, well, not escaping, avoiding things, I should say. She's really good at escaping, in fact. But yeah, she does have that that ultimate that makes her invulnerable to crowd control effects, and she used that very nicely. Unfortunately, she missed the damage from it, but that is quite alright. It's not a big deal. And with that well, double kill there, they are going to attempt to pick up this this Gold Fury. The blue team gets it. I wanted to say the monkey here has a level 3 hog. And they are going to pick that up. The nice escape there from Thor. He's going to immediately recall and hope that he's soon enough. But if they... Oh, no. They didn't go for it. They could have caught him. But yeah, they did not think that he would stick around. Of course, the better thing to do would have been to, well, try to cut him off when he went back to his own tower. But yeah, Thor being smart... counterplayed them by not doing that and just immediately trying to recall and successfully getting out. Of course, Thor can always escape with his hammer if need be. And oh, almost gets caught by the chains, then does get caught by these chains. Yeah, that was not very efficient. Now he doesn't have a portal. He could have escaped with his portal over here, but used his portal to try to get away from the ultimate, which makes no sense at all. Of course, yeah, that I did not expect from a high-level player. I did not expect someone to run away like that. Wow, almost getting the kill, but yeah, a very nice ultimate, making sure that he did not die and heals up actually. So now about... well, 60% health should be good enough to survive this at least a little bit. Oh, yeah, I was a little bit off on that one. Another kill there for the Vulcan. Vulcan is doing a good job of just combining those skills, and that makes killing with him, well, relatively easy. He's still not the easiest character to grab kills with, but once you're ahead, you can actually do very well, because you can actually focus on damage, and well, you do quite a lot of damage. It's just that most of the damage is hard to aim, because obviously the ultimate takes forever to land, and then you have the turret which searches for its own target, and then of course you can aim that with the shotgun, but you can't always aim it with the shotgun. So yeah, it makes it a little bit harder. So Right Phoenix already under attack at 12 minutes in. That is quite early, and especially since, well, Serket is not a very good, well, clearer. She does get well, some minions, but she doesn't really have that AoE ability that takes out the entire wave. We are going in here, and a very nice Vulcan ultimate. Oh, almost getting the kill, but it is good enough to get the double kill. The triple kill should happen as well. There you go, 3 kills for 0. That is a very nice, well, fight. Of course, with the Thor ultimate coming, or to start that fight, it is just, well, something that everyone should be able to pull off, especially in these higher level games. Serket should die here as well. Are we going to tower dive her? Yeah, there you go. Shotgun in the face, or rather in the back, I guess. And are we going to be able to save our teammates? Yep, not even a problem. So, yeah, a little bit too much overextension after that team fight. They lost that tower already. That tower was already down, and then 2 guys still die trying to defend it. Well, I guess the Serket didn't actually try to defend it. She was just trying to run away from the team fight. But yeah, she did die after the team fight, and you should try to avoid that as much as possible, because obviously that is just free gold that you give away, especially if you can't really, well, if you can't really save a tower anyway, or save a teammate anyway, you might as well just give them up and just give the enemy team the gold that they worked for, and not the gold they worked for plus the kill on you. Because that's extra golden experience that you cannot really afford. So a little bit of the stats then once again. Let's do all of these stats as well, because there is kind of a lull in the action. So there you go. And we can see a lot of structure damage on Vulcan there. Well, he did take out 2 towers already and helped with the other towers. So yeah, I can see why that would be. Serket trying to escape here from the turret and trying to get on this guy. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is smart, but yeah, she does get out. She ran into 2 enemies. They didn't really focus her at all, but if they focused her, of course, she would have died very quickly. And as you can see, this combo of skills just makes him so impossible to kill. And gives him kind of an escape because, well, you get blasted backwards from the shotgun. And wow, this is really being one-sided at the moment. 9-20. Normally these recorded games are not very one-sided. They're kind of all over the place. But for now, it is a very one-sided game. Well, 0 towers down for the red team. Whereas here, the Phoenix is going to go down at about 15-16 minutes in. Sorry about that. Yeah, once again, going in on her own, and once again, well, just not a very bright idea. Finally, we are going to... Oh, wow! Escape, I wanted to say, with the Thor, but no, he wanted to fight, and I really don't see why, because there was no way he was going to get that. They do pick up a Gold Fury. I didn't see who took it. Oh, it is a blue team once again stealing that. Once again, we see the monkey just coming in and stealing the Gold Fury away. Yeah, that's such a waste, because they tried twice and they failed twice to actually get it. So, yeah, very nice this time. Oh my god, he gets away again. Oh my god. Yeah, that is starting to be something that that has to be annoying. I mean, come on. Here, Apollo is currently 6-1, of course, so he does do quite a bit of damage, but Ram should be a little bit, well, more equipped to deal with these one-on-one fights. Of course, yeah, if you're this far ahead in kills, you have the confidence that you can actually win that. And obviously, he just got one more shot off with a little bit more damage. But yeah, gold-wise, they're actually even. So, oh, hang on, that's not him. No, yeah, gold-wise, they're pretty even. It's not like there's an item difference between them. In fact, they have the exact same items. And yeah, that kind of tells you the story of how it goes with these duo liners. So both of them doing a decent job. Of course, the kill score is quite different, 2 and 4 versus 6 and 1. But yeah, the rest of the gold kind of making up for that. The extra towers that are taken down. No gold furies. Oh, hang on, this is blue team. Yeah, blue team actually did get the gold furies. Never mind, they didn't get the towers. They got the gold furies. But yeah, the overall team gold's making up for that difference. And wow, how did he get that guy? Oh, it's Janice, of course. He grabbed him before he went through the... Oh wow, she died. Another team fight going the way of the red team, I want to say. But yeah, it's not a very clear fight. This might actually be good enough. Wow, that damage. Yeah, the ultimate is pretty quick if you do it right on top of yourself, but it does virtually no damage normally. And of course, this Phoenix is still kind of in trouble. He needs to get out of here, the Thor. And this time he does get out. He does join up with his team to get this tower. Fortunately, he did not try to take down this Phoenix. Even though he could have probably done it, it would have meant that he died for it, and there is just no reason for him to die for it, because, well, they're going to get that anyway. Here, they're going to get it now for free. So dying for a Phoenix kill is only useful if you really have no other way to kill it. But here, you could definitely feel that the red team is ahead here. So, well, you can actually see it as well. It's everywhere. So, and as long as you're ahead, you should never die for Phoenix or tower kill, because you're going to get it anyway. If you're behind, that's a different story, because one death is definitely worth a tower. The thing is, of course, you do better to not die at all. But yeah, well, that's always the case. But yeah, if you can trade your life for a kill, or for a tower, sorry. If you can trade your life for a tower, then that is a good trade if you're behind, not when you're ahead. And that is kind of the way it is always. So the same goes, by the way, for Gold Fury. If you, well, not so much in kills, but if you're ahead and there's a chance they will steal it, then you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do Gold Fury or Fire Giant if there's a chance that the enemy team steals it. That's why in the pro games, characters like this Wukong who have Hawk 3 are the ones that get sniped first. So once you kill this guy, you can safely go for Gold Fury. And now we've seen twice why that is, because he stole it twice. And yeah, it seems like not a big deal, but you give 1500 gold to your enemies. And just so we're clear on that, stealing a Gold Fury is a 3000 gold difference. Because, well, you either get 1500 gold for the one team or 1500 gold for the other team. So, yeah, there's a big difference in that. And it should never really happen, to be honest. In this level. Obviously, in my level, it should happen all the time. And is he going to get out? Oh my god, he got out. Unfortunately, this other guy did not get out. Sir Cat really being focused, which is really good on the enemy team, obviously. Did he pick him up? No, he did not pick him up. The middle Phoenix going down. The left Phoenix is going to go down. Left Phoenix actually being saved here for now. But yeah, once again, you should not die for that. Yeah. It seems that Ares disagreed with me. Ares did die for it. But he did not get the Phoenix, of course. Yeah, he was probably just stuck behind it. So it's time for the blue team to come back, because that is what I'm expecting here, because well, most of these games that get recorded and they get recommended by the system, they are comebacks, or well, at least very close games. And since this isn't a very close game, I'm expecting a comeback. This is going to do some damage, but as I said, the distance of the ultimate really makes the damage well, increase and actually worth it. So yeah, the fact that he used it on top of himself kind of made that it wasn't a really good ultimate. So yeah, we are going to be 16 kills ahead now. So a 2 for 1 once again. Overall, of course, a 4 for 2. But yeah, the blue team getting in more and more trouble as we go along. This might have been just recorded because there are two high-level players, and I really don't know the algorithm behind it, why it recommends certain things. Look at this Titan taking damage. It seems that yeah, the Titan is really under pressure, and they're just going to try to finish it right here. It should work. Oh, the Phoenix comes back up though, but yeah, that's like 2 shots and then it's down again. Because Phoenix has come down not at full health, but at very, very low health. In fact, it's about 400 health, I believe, where they come back. So it's mainly just 2 shots and then it's down again. And that's why it's so important to protect your Phoenix once it comes back up. But obviously they were going to prevent that from happening. So the Phoenix here at, I can't really see, but it's at very low health at least. And yeah, the blue team should be attempting to finish this, but they are not going to do that. Or sorry, the red team, of course, should try to finish this. They're not going to do that. They're going to go for Fire Giant, or at least attempt to. But, well, once again, they couldn't really do it because this guy is still alive. And you can see he's setting up, being ready for that steal. And yeah, of course, this time they're not going to allow them to do it. This time they're just going to go for the Phoenix. A little bit too far forward here from the Thor. He should have just waited for his team. But yeah, he wanted to definitely kill that on his own. The Phoenix will, or sorry, the Titan will heal back up after you do something like that. Every time it resets, it regains a bit of its HP that you took down in that previous attempt. So yeah, it doesn't take a lot of damage from just poking, because that was what people did in the beta a lot, especially with raw ultimates, because you could actually reach it without being in any problem, any trouble, any risk involved. Yeah, here we can see that the red team actually goes low this time, and we might see a multi-kill here from Sir Cat. Sir Cat, however, low herself, but she is going to get a double kill. So yeah, deicide for the blue team, and that means that we can now just either go for Fire Giant or go for Tower, or maybe even both, because, well, the respawn times are pretty decent. There is, however, a Thor already back up with Hawk 3, and they are still going to go for this Fire Giant. It is risky, it is a little bit too risky apparently, because, well, she got nuked down pretty hard. And is Thor going to come in with his ultimate? He does have his ultimate up, so I'm not actually sure if he wants to go for this. Oh, he is going to go for it. I didn't want to just focus on him because I knew if he was going to come in that this was the better way to view it. And yeah, it didn't even go low, so not really a problem for Thor. He doesn't actually need to worry too much about it. Oh, he does die there. Well, he didn't actually die, but he almost died, meaning that he can't really secure this this Fire Giant. And oh no, yeah, that was not good. That is not how you do that. And we are going to see the Sir Cat die once again. No, yes, maybe. I don't know. No, she's not dead yet. So she is going to get out, and this guy, however, is not going to get out. So red team comes out ahead in that fight, not by a lot, but at least by a little. And that means that we are going to once again attempt to, well, assassinate this base, I'm assuming. But yeah, no minions coming in this time because, well, this lane is being cleared out. They could, however, just go for that kill, but it seems that everyone that was alive recalled. And yeah, so just the lonely Vulcan getting sniped, and that is the way it goes. Yeah, you should, in the late game, of course, always group up with your team, because if you go and fight too far forward, of course you can grab your own buffs and maybe even gold fury and such. That's not really a problem. The problem is if you push too far forward as a mage, you're not going to really be able to escape, unless you are someone like, I don't know, the portal guy. So Janus, if you're Janus, yeah, that's a whole different story, because then you have escape mechanisms. Of course, Scylla has a nice escape mechanism as well. As I said, she is pretty good at escaping. She's not very good at dodging damage, because it takes a while to plop down, and yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Janus, of course, the master of escaping, and yeah, if he pushes forward, he's still impossible to kill. So yeah. That's what good Janus players do. They just stay alive forever. And yeah, it seems that we are once again just pushing mid lane. So no real targets to be had on for the red team, because all the towers are down. The only thing that's up is the fire giant, but that's a little bit too risky. Well, no, a lot too risky. With everyone up, and that's why they are just all over the map, just trying to grab some buffs, some farm, and a little bit protection over here. But yeah, there are wards on the fire giant, so they know that nothing is happening there. And wow, nice damage. He didn't follow up on that for some reason. There he goes with the follow-up. Yeah, the jump. He needed to bait out the jump anyway, but now he can actually dunk on her and actually finish it off. But I'm not sure if he goes for that. No, he will go for someone else. And, oh, does get the Ram, no problem. It didn't recognize who it was, but yeah, you could see from the dying that it was indeed Ram. So, back to this fight then. The monkey getting some nice damage across, but does have to escape, does have to come in with his teammate. And are we going to be able to finish off anyone? Yes, this guy dies. So tier down and out, and that means we have another 4 versus 3 on our hands. And, well, Monkey Boy is still up, so is he going to now steal the Fire Giant? It seems that he is not. But because they're not starting it. But now they are starting it. Monkey is here, but they are just baiting for it. They wanted to see what the enemy team was going to do, and there you go, Sir Cat once again going low, but she is going to escape no problem. In the meantime, yeah, this is just a back and forth game of team fighting, not so much in gold, because you can see that the gold numbers are quite different. We'll show you the gold graphs. You can see that the red team has been ahead for the entire time. And yeah, they're really utilizing that advantage to the best of their abilities and making sure that they can actually, well, just get done what they need to get done. Which means normally to kill towers and kill Fire Giant. But because this monkey doesn't die, it is very hard for them to go for the objectives, because he is such a nuisance when it comes to stealing stuff. The miss on the Scylla ultimate, and that means that yeah, they're going to get out once again. Ram might actually still die here to the Vulcan, but is he oh, nice. No, oh, just enough with no. Oh my god, seriously. The jukes! Yeah, it's so frustrating when that happens, because, well, Vulcan needed to hit one thing. He guessed like 3 different directions, but yeah, Ron just stood there, and if he just fired straight at his face, it would have been fine. But of course you think they're going to juke, and well, he didn't, and that's why he actually got away. by not doing anything. So that's pretty impressive. Yeah, the monkey is dead, so this time the red team does grab the fire giant. And that is exactly the way it's supposed to be when you start something. The Tyr also had Hawk 3, but he is not nearly as well as good of a stealer as the monkey is, because monkey has way more time in his ultimate to actually decide when to go in. The damage is kind of equal, so if assuming that you land all of your damage, so your ultimate damage and your Hawk damage, then you should be able to grab it with both of them. Of course, yeah. Tyr has more problems with well, with that, because, well, he needs to just ult and then be done with it. So Rama in the air, yeah, he does get killed because when he comes down, he's in the middle of the enemy team. It seems that Apollo got away with very low health. And we are finally going to kill Tyr, and yeah, he's dead. But finally going to push, or be able to push, because Sir Cat is not going to hold him off, at least not for very long. The problem is, of course, because this lane is pushed, it is protected by the backdoor protection. And yeah, they are going to take it down, but it's going to take a whole lot more work than it would have done otherwise. Are we going to kill the Janus once again? No, 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 no. He gets out, and yeah, the Scylla does get out safely as well. So they take out one Phoenix once again, but the other two Phoenixes are what is troubling them, because, well, with only one lane of fire minions, you're not really going to be able to push in. They should, however, be able to utilize that fire giant buff. As you can see, it's still on 4 members. So only the Vulcan doesn't have it, but they should be able to push in, and if they don't overextend, they shouldn't even lose anyone for this Phoenix. But yeah, it is, of course, once again a 2 versus 4. And the blue team doing a good job of just grouping up, way better job than the red team at this moment. But yeah, the blue team is also not doing everything correctly, as you can see. So once again, 2 for 1, but this time the blue team gets 2 kills and the red team only gets the 1 kill. There is no objective up, so Gold Fury and Fire Giant are both down. So nothing really that is going to happen here. They're going to try to protect their one tower that is, attack the one tower that is actually killable. Because this one, yeah, the minions are all the way over here, so you're not going to get that. And of course the backdoor protection doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 hits away from dying. But yeah, you can't dive a tower like this without having an uber tank. So someone who builds a lot of physical resist. Because physical resist is, of course, what you need to take a lot of tower shots. The Phoenix might actually go down. Is he going to be able to do it? Oh, the suicide! But look at how close it got to actually being sniped. So close. Anyway, if they grouped up here, it would have been an easy kill, but look at the amount of wards, by the way. So many wards, even though they really don't need to know where the team is at the moment, so the enemy team. It's good to have wards out, I'm not saying that, and they have so much gold that they don't know what to do with it anyway. Because everyone is basically at 5 items, building their 6th. Vulcan actually completed his 6 items. It seems that Apollo also completed his 6 items, but he has some pretty cheap items going for him. So I don't know what his gold in hand is, but he must still have some gold left. Gold in hand. No, actually, he has no gold at all. So don't know what he spent it on then. Maybe I just overestimated his amount of gold, but yeah. So there you go with all the stats. I'll show you the graphs as well. This is the most important one, of course. 13,000 XP difference. That really doesn't matter anymore because everyone's level 20, including the supports. Well, no. This guy. So yeah, the difference doesn't matter really at all anymore. But yeah, the gold difference 9,000. It's not a big deal anymore. But yeah, it's still a big chunk. So at this point, we should conclude that since experience and goal differences really don't matter anymore, both teams can win again. So where it was like, well, the red team all over the place, like red team was going to win the entire game, they really had no chance of coming back, the blue team, and then they didn't come back, they just didn't lose further. So they didn't lose yet, which means, oh wow, very nicely done. I didn't expect her to actually get sniped by that, but sure. You can see that a lot of the deaths are, even in this high level, are because people are overextending, people are on their own, not grouping up with the team, and a lot of the deaths are just people getting caught and dying one versus multiple. And yeah, the Phoenix does go down. Here we go. We're going in with Tyr. But Tyr is so low at this point that he really can't stay in. He is going to die here. Yes, he is going to die. They're finally going on the Titan again. It has been a long time since they went on the Titan. And, wow. Deicide. It said Deicide, but whatever. The red team finally pulls it out and wins the game! It says Deicide, yet there's still a dude up. So I'm not actually sure what that was about. But yeah, well, whatever. Decent game, I guess. We could see pretty early on who was going to win, and that was kind of unfortunate. But, well, yeah, that's the way it is sometimes. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I will see you next time. There you go, with all of the things. GG.